You see these three-letter words called sex, S-E-X. It is the humbler of men. Sex, it can reduce a man from here to the lowest point of his life. Let me explain this to you. Why do you think that a man who is a respectable man in the society, maybe a father of so many children or something, the moment that man begins to pursue a small girl, maybe a girl of 16 years or 17 years thereabout, that man will become as small as any child in the eyes of that girl. When a girl begins to disrespect you, a young girl begins to disrespect an elderly man, just know that there has been something between them. It's either that man is pursuing that girl for sex or they have had sex already. When you see a boss in an office that maybe a secretary or one lady in the office is talking to anyhow, and whenever he calls for meetings, she will be late to attend and he cannot say anything, he cannot query her or anything, just know that there is something secret going on between that man and that woman. That thing can bring disrespect more than anything. So that man is being disrespected in the eyes of that lady. In fact, I am a lecturer in a university, right? The easiest way for you as a lecturer to lose your respect among students is to be pursuing your students up and down for sex. See, you need to see or you need to hear what those girls, maybe in their hostels or wherever they are saying about you. They will reduce you from whether be you a professor or a doctor, whatever you are, they will reduce you to the lowest and they will say all manner of nonsense about you. Why do you see when an old man is pursuing a small girl, you will see the way he will be behaving, and you will see the way in fact the girl can easily control that man simply because of that word called sex. So you see, you men, many of you, the way you will lose your respect in this life is to be pursuing girls up and down for sex. That can reduce you to anything at all. Look at Samson. Just take a look at him. Samson, who was a great deliverer, God had given him a name and a promise that he was going to deliver the whole of Israel. But you see, this thing called sex, it reduced him from who he was to somebody who even died with his enemies. It is because of sex that somebody will ask you over and over, what is the source of your power? And your sense will not tell you that this person has bad intentions towards me, but you give in over time and you lie down and on her lap and she'll still ask you, tell me now, what is the source of your strength? You now say, oh, now, but I've told you before now. I start behaving like a child. These three-letter words called sex, it reduces men from whatever they are to the ground level. So if you want to retain your respect as a man, control your appetite for sex. Marry your wife, and that is the person who you should have sex with. And you know that there's no way that having sex with your wife will cause her to disrespect you, because a woman who is wise enough knows that her husband is the head of her. But you see, the moment even you as a married man begin to run about pursuing women, especially all these young girls, the kind of respect that you will lose in their eyes and even in the eyes of other people who know about all your curriculum waka, you will lose their respect totally. So the only way, in fact, if a man is able to control his appetite for sex, that man has solved more than 95% of all his problems, because the greatest troubles and scandals that great men of this world have come across or have been into, many of them are being caused by their appetite for sex. So if you can control your appetite for sex as a man, number one, you will keep your home. Your home will be in peace, in happiness, and you will discover that there is actually joy in being married. In fact, your wife will be the happiest woman on earth. Do you understand? But the moment you are just going about and doing whatever you like, you will lose respect. You will lose whatever. In fact, no matter how greatly you are placed in the society, it will bring you down to ground zero. And if you hear the things that people will be saying about you, even you yourself, you will shed tears. So as a man today, control your appetite for sex. Stop pursuing small girls here and there. And I tell you the truth, when you walk past, see, they will say this man is a man of integrity, and anywhere that you go, that integrity will always speak and uphold you.